Feeling hot, hot, hot. Anyway, I digress. Here's the next guy. So let's answer this question. And hopefully we answer it correctly this time. Pokemon quiz, test your skill. Poliwag evolves 3 times. This one, you can argue. Not for this game, though. If they ask you this question in the later games, you can argue this. Pokemon... Yes, Pokemon technically evolve 3 times. No. Poliwag technically does evolve into 3 forms. What do you mean by that? In the original games, Poliwag only evolves into Poliwhirl and Poliwrath. Poliwhirl by getting to a higher level, if I'm not mistaken, level 20. Or there it's level 24. I think it's something weird. And then again into Poliwrath by giving Poliwhirl a Water Stone. However, ever since the Silver version, all the way up to the present day games, if you give Poliwhirl, I think, a King's Rock and trade him, he can evolve into another Pokemon, Politoed. So technically, Poliwag does have 3 evolutionary forms. However, it does not evolve 3 times. No Pokemon that I know of evolves 3 times. Unless you count the egg. But that's not a Pokemon, it doesn't attack. It's just an item, more or less. So, Poliwag does not evolve 3 times. There's your answer. The answer is no. So let's fight him. Yeah. You can either answer these questions correctly and save all of your energy and fight the gym leader at full energy, or you can fight all my trainers by answering it incorrectly. It's all your choice. You know what? I'm going to answer the question correctly, and I'm going to fight the trainers. Why not? There's no reason why you can't do both. There's no reason why you can't have your cake and eat it too. Anyway, Ponyta, one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. I've already explained this. But one of the lowest defense ones of the fire types, if that made any sense. One of the fire types with the lowest defense, if I'm not mistaken. You can make short work of it with a water type. Let's just say that. Cut out the middleman. Plain and simple. Let's go up against the next one. Pokemon quiz, test your skill. Are Thunder moves effective against ground element type Pokemon? This is a straight, plain and simple, no. Ground type is unaffected by Thunder type. However, Rock type is. Nuh-uh, there's no way that Rock type is affected. Yes, it is. Why do you say that? Simply because it's true. A lot of people argue that Rock type. A lot of people nowadays, everyone knows that it's true, but a lot of people back then argued that Rock types were unaffected too, until they use Aerodactyl. Yep. Aerodactyl is still weak against electric type attacks. And it's a rock flying type. Now, a lot of the rock types in the game, like Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Onix, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, all of those are rock types too, I'll admit to that. And they are unaffected by electric type attacks, but that is because they are also ground types. Ground type is not affected by electric type. There's your simple answer. So let's fight this guy. I know why Blaine became a trainer. Because he wanted to mess with people's minds! More or less. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I don't actually know why he became a trainer. I don't look that stuff up. There's really no reason to know this stuff. Aside from, like, random facts. But anyway. This guy has a Rapidash. Which is the evolved form of Ponyta. Now check this out. Rapidash is faster than Frostbite. That's understandable because it's one level lower than me. But that's because Rapidash, if I'm not mistaken, Rapidash is the fastest Pokemon in the game. Faster than Charizard, faster than Aerodactyl, faster than any other ones that I've seen up to this point. But Rapidash also has a very low defense compared to other fire types. The only problem about this one is the fact that it has Fire Spin. And Fire Spin is one of the most cheap and douchey attacks in the game. It's more or less Rap, but with a fire element. Which, against Frostbite, you may as well just use Rap. But against a Venusaur or anything like that, yeah, you're in trouble. However, if you have a water type, you can make short work of Rapidash by using Surf and another attack, I guess. Surf should be strong enough to do it, but I guess I'm too low a level for this area. Anyway, I digress. Rapidash goes down, Frostbite levels up, and the Super Nerd goes down. Let's continue. That just leaves this guy and I think one more. So let's do it. Pokemon Quiz, test your skill. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. This is actually an interesting question. No matter what, two Pokemon of the same kind, like two fire types, two water types, two electric types, that are at the exact same level with the exact same attacks, are not the same. Their stats differ. Two flying types, like, let's say, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, Pidgeot. They aren't the exact same type, but they're both flying types. Correct? Pidgeot is much slower than Aerodactyl. That I will give Aerodactyl. However, Pidgeot also has much higher attack than Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl gets off his attacks faster, but those attacks don't do nearly as much damage as Pidgeot's do. So in the long run, Pidgeot is better. Kind of. It just depends on your fighting style. If you can up their stats, like raise certain stats correctly, then you might be able to make two Pokemon identical. But those two Pokemon, their base stats, no, they're not identical. This answer is yes. Why is it yes? You said the answer is no. No, the question was that they are not identical. So the answer is yes. Double negatives, people, double negatives. You gotta know how to play Blaine's game in order to fight him. Yeah, this is my favorite gym too. Definitely not my favorite gym leader. My favorite gym leader has to be Misty, simply because Misty's hot. What? Anyway, I've already explained Vulpix. There's really no way for me to explain Vulpix in my eye any more than I've already explained her. She's a decent fire type, just not really my cup of tea, not the best fire type in the game. She does learn Confuse Ray though, which is a douchey attack. But all you need was Water Gun and Bite. Yeah. Not really that good of a fire type. Growlithe, however, is much better. However, against a Charizard who can use Dig, no. Growlithe goes down. And the burglar goes down with him. Yowza! Too hot! Too hot! I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. I'm surprised that no one said that. Hey, look! That guy looks different than all the rest of them. Anyway, let's answer this question. Pokemon Quiz, test your skill. TM28 contains Tombstoner. Oh my god. Tombstone, if I'm not mistaken, that might be an attack. I don't know if it is. I actually doubt that it is. But this, a lot of people in the beginning thought that this was a harder question. This is supposed to be like the hardest question. That's because it's a trick question. Tombstoner, mind you, is not an attack. Tombstone, I don't think it's an attack. I don't think it is. I might be wrong. But Tombstoner is not an attack, so TM28 can't possibly contain it. You don't even have to have that TM in order to know it. I think I do have that TM though. But either way, the answer is no. Now let's fight this last guy and then go up against him. Fire is weak against H2O. Yes, water is weak against H2O. That makes perfect sense. Anyway, that means fire is weak against hydrogen to oxygen, which means fire is weak against water. Bye bye, Growlithe. That's your one and only hint for this. Just bring a water type and a ground type if you can. Trust me. You'll need both. Especially when he faces off against Blaine himself. These guys, all you need is Frostbite. Like, all you need is a Blastoise with Surf. Or Blastoise with Hydro Pump. You don't even need Hydro Pump now. Hydro Pump is the strongest water type attack in the game. But I digress. All you need is Water Gun and a normal attack. That's it. You don't even need Hydro Pump. Did I say Water Gun is the strongest type attack in the game? Hydro Pump is. I don't know whether I said water... I don't know whether or not I said Water Gun was the strongest or Hydro Pump was the strongest. But the answer is Hydro Pump is the strongest water type attack in the game. Now that I've gotten tongue-tied, let's fight the master of tongue-tiedness.
I'm Blaine. I'm the leader of the Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon will incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have brought Burn Hill.
I never use Burn Hill. If I have to use any of those types of things, I use Full Heal, but I digress. Blaine, in my eye, is one of the strongest trainers in the whole game. If you do not have a water type and a ground type, or a person who can use a ground type attack, you had better be pretty high level for this fight. He is not an easy fight. And that's why he's one of my favorite gym leaders. He's not my favorite. Of course, my favorite is Misty. Misty used to give me trouble when I was young. And that's one of the reasons why I like her. But Blaine is just a powerhouse of a trainer. Plain and simple. He's amazing. His next Pokemon is Rapidash, which, if I'm not mistaken, is level 50. Called it. Rapidash is the fastest, one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. I don't know if he actually is the fastest. I just know that it is one of the fastest. However, if you've got an attack, if you've got a Pokemon with a water type attack, you can make short work of Rapidash, even if Rapidash is 7 levels higher, unless they use Fire Spin. That is my least favorite fire type attack in the game. Okay, I'm gonna change that statement. That is my least favorite attack in the game. I hate Fire Spin more than I hate Rap. Because Fire Spin can also burn you. It actually has a high chance of burning you. But I digress. Frostbite levels up. And he's about ready to bring out Arcanine. Arcanine, if I'm not mistaken, is the strongest fire type in the game. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually even stronger than Charizard. But Charizard can learn a ground type and a flying type attack. I think that Arcanine can learn a ground type attack, but not a flying type. Arcanine is Blaine's strongest fire type Pokemon. As you can see, that was a fire type attack against a water type Pokemon, and it did that much damage. Holy crap, Batman. And I'm out of PP. Frostbite goes down. This is why I say to have a reserve Pokemon. No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Thunder Wave. Definitely Thunder Wave. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Thunderbolt. If you screw up like this, chances are you've already lost at least one of your Pokemon. See? Quick attack. Hopefully, that finishes him. Ah, no. Sparks goes down. I thought quick attack would have been enough. I really did. But I digress. This is Ragnarok's fight now. And I'm going to finish it with a fire type attack. Just to piss him off. I'm going to finish it with the weakest fire type attack in the game. Arcanine is evolved form of Growlithe. My favorite fire type. Always has been my favorite fire type Pokemon. And one of the strongest, if not the strongest, fire type in the game. Anyway, Blaine has finally gone down. This is the seventh gym leader that we've beaten.
I've burned out. You've earned the Volcano badge.
And I get money.
Ha! The Volcano badge heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too.
I received TM38.
TM38 contains Fire Blast. Teach it to Fire-type Pokemon. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be good bets.
Or you can use it on any other fire Pokemon. I don't think that Charmander can learn Fire Blast. I think that's too weak too. But I digress. Anyway, we have beaten the 7th gym leader. And we are finally done with Cinnabar Island. Unfortunately. Oh! I did forget something. One more thing before we're done. Yes, before we're done. Come in here. Remember last time we gave this guy our little shell-like fossil thing? I don't remember what it's called. I don't know what kind of fossil it was. I was thinking claw fossil, but no, that's not right. I digress. Let's talk to him. Where were you? Your fossil is back to life. Your fossil is back to life. It was Kabuto. Like I think. Like I think. I'll give him a simple name on screen. The Claw! That was a reference to Liar Liar. No one can defeat the Claw. No one can stop the Claw. Anyway, yes, we're finally done with this guy. We can stop listening to his bad grammar. Finally. Thank God. Anyway. And we are done with Cinnabar Island, so I'm going to heal my Pokemon, and next time we'll be continuing forward. I don't know what I'm going to do next time. The next gym, we can go straight to it. We don't have any other thing that we had to do before we go to the gym, like how this time we had to go through that little maze, and last time we had to go through Silphco. We don't have to do that for the next gym. The next gym is just a straight shot. And the next gym leader is the strongest gym leader in the game. It's the 8th gym leader. Of course it's going to be the strongest. But I digress. Anyway. I do have a couple other loose ends that I want to tie before we go up against him. Partially as my filler before you go up against him, kind of like how this time we had to go through that little maze, and last time we had to go through Silphco. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might wait until afterwards. Anyway, I guess I'm going to end it here. This has been Irvin Cascade for Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. Take care. Have a good night. And I hope to see y'all again.